Hello, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. Welcome to the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. To this week's edition of our weekly live webinars, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Well, you know how we do this. It's Thursday and it's 8 p.m., and we are here, we are live, and we are doing this. Thank you so much for being here and for joining in this evening. Thank you so much for being here. So if you can see me, you can hear me, please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you can see me and that you can hear me and that you are excited to be here. As you can see that I am. Yes, I've come to love Thursday evenings because I get to come on here and just do this, share with you on topics bordering topics on personal development, how to help us to navigate our journeys, better and have better results, better mileage, better traction on our journey of personal development. And so we are here this evening and we are doing this. Thank you so much for being here. I've come to look forward to Thursday evenings and getting to meet with you guys on this space, on this platform. It's always a great pleasure, and I count it a privilege as well that I'm able to come up here and share with you. So thank you so much for being here. I welcome you very, very warmly to this week's edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. Yay! Drum rolls, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see your comments in the comment section. Let me see that you can see me and that you can hear me and that you are excited to be here and that we can take this show on the road. Thank you so much for being here. Well, as you have heard me say, these live webinars come to you from the Advanced Lounge community. And the Advanced Lounge community is just a haven. It's just a haven for people who are learning and growing and transforming and evolving into superior versions of themselves. We understand that the change that we desire to see in our spaces, in the spaces that we operate, whether it's change in our homes, in our places of work, in our communities, in our neighborhood, in our nation, in the world. The change that we want to see will come when the individuals are able to focus on themselves and begin to change, from that vantage point or from that starting point of the individual. And so the focus in the Advanced Lounge, the focus is on the individual. We believe that you can be so much more. We believe that you have the potential in you to do and to be so much more, and that you need to just be paying attention and be doing your journey of personal growth and personal development intentionally. Do certain things, to get certain results. We believe that when you know better, then you can do better. And so that's what the Advanced Lounge community. So we're just a group of like-minded people who know that, who have our sights set on growth, on ensuring that as individuals we are growing consistently. We are doing the things, we're investing in ourselves, we're investing in our person, in our personality, to ensure that we are making that growth. We are growing, we are moving forward consistently to begin to see the kinds of results that we want to see. So that's what the community, it's a community for learning and for growing. It's a community where we get equipped with the resources and the tools that we do need on this journey of growth. So that's what we do in the community. The community is not for anything, not for parties, not for anything. The community is a community that encourages and equips its members to grow. We have to be growing. And coincidentally, that is what we're talking about this evening. We're talking about how to evolve and thrive. Everybody wants to thrive, everybody wants to grow, everybody wants to do better. Well, there is something that you need to do. There is a prerequisite to thriving, to having the results that you want, that you desire, that you can see, that you know that you want. There is a prerequisite. There's something that you need to do. And so we need to be growing. And that growth has to be done in an intentional and in a consistent manner. So that's what the Advanced Lounge is all about. We're a community of people who are learning and growing and just becoming better, transforming, growing, and becoming better versions of ourselves. And the weekly live webinars are just one way that we equip people on that personal growth journey. Because as I said before, when you know better, then you are able to take better decisions. You are better to take you are equipped, and you are able to take better actions that support your growth journey. And so the webinars are just one aspect, one expression of what we do in the advanced lounge, which is to to just learn and grow. And so in this webinar tonight, yes, you will be learning. That is what we are doing. That's what we do in the webinar. So just a few minutes of your time, just concentrate, be here. What we are doing is that you are learning. I can assure you right off the bat that you will go away from this meeting, from this session this evening. You will go away understanding the work, what needs to be done, how you need to invest yourself, and what you need to do, and you will take actionable steps of what you can start to do immediately. I always say that whenever I speak, yeah, it's not something, it's not in the air. You will take away actionable points, things that you can begin to do immediately, to begin to set the ball rolling on your journey of personal growth. Nobody is coming to save you. You have to make up your mind, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. And let me tell you, yourself will thank you for taking the decision, or making that decision, to pay attention and to move on this journey with intention, with intentionality, and be deliberate about the things that you do and the things that you don't do. So thank you so much for being here. If you can see me, please let me see your comments in the comment section. Let me know that you can see me and they can hear me. I can see a few people in the room already. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I just want to know who is here, who can see me, who can hear me. I just want to know, who I'm talking to. And my classes, I like for them to be very interactive. So I want energy in the room. I want to be able to hear, for you to be able to give me feedback on what you can hear me say. Well, how is it coming across to you? How are you feeling receiving the information or the knowledge that is coming at you this evening? So I want you to, let's do this together. Leave your comment in the comment section. Let me know that you are there and that we are doing this together. Yes, thank you very much for being here. I absolutely do not take your presence here for granted. And if you give me the next few minutes of your time, I can assure you that it will be time well spent. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Launch community. I'm a personal success coach. My job, very simple: to show you the possibilities that exist and to show you how to go from where you are now to where you want to be. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I see your comments. Yuangi, I see you. Yes, Tochi, I see you. Amaka, I see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Amaka says we are live. Yay, we are live. Yes. I know a couple we kind of missed this session last week due to some circumstances beyond our control, but rest assured that we're putting in a few things. We're making a few changes to ensure that we don't miss any of our Thursdays. It's a commitment that we have, that when it's Thursday and it's 8 p.m., by God's grace, we'll be here, we'll be live, and we'll be sharing with you guys. So last week we were unable to meet, but this week I'm super charged, super excited to be here and to share with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. I see you guys, and I say a very big welcome to all of you. So the next few minutes, let's go. We're going to be talking about evolve and thrive. Evolve and thrive. And basically, that is just the power that is in personal growth. There is power in personal growth. So many of us want to do things. Many of us want to achieve certain results. We want to post certain results. We want to be successful. We want to make it. We want to blow. All those things. Very good. We all want those things. We all want the nice results, the successes, everything. How they say, want soft life. Want everything to be, just in a certain way where we have all this success. Everything is all perfect around us and wonderful. You can have the best of lives. You can have the best of results. The vision, what you are seeing in your mind, in your mind's eye, of where you desire to be. I like to tell you that it is not only possible, it's actually predictable. Yes, it is not only possible, it's actually predictable. As in, when you do certain things, you can be rest assured that you will get certain results. And so we want to thrive. Everybody wants to thrive. Nobody wants something bad. We all want good things. We all want the fine things of life. We want everywhere to be settled, everything to be, done in a particular way where we're getting the right kind of result. We're living the lives, that we desire, and nothing wrong with wanting those things. Absolutely, you need to even have a clear picture of what you want in life. In fact, that is a very key starting point. You must be clear on what you want in life. But many times, many people have that picture in their mind and then they stop there. And so I'm here to tell you tonight that you can evolve, you can thrive, you can have all the results that you want, but there is work to be done. And then that's that addendum. That's that part that many people don't like to hear. But there's no running away from it. If you want success if you want success that is sustainable, and you want success that is sustained, then you know that there is work to be done. You don't build on nothing. You have to build on something. So if you want success, if you want the fine things of life, you want the results, that you are seeing, the successes, the things that you are seeing around you, there is work to be done. And I like to say that the people that you see around you doing the things, that are doing, you also can begin to apply yourself, and then you begin to see those results. So evolve and thrive. You want to thrive, but to thrive, to post the results that you want, that you desire, there is work to be done. That is the evolving. That is the evolving. Hi, Victor. I see you. Hi, Lizzie. I see you. Welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here. So, you want to thrive. You have to evolve. So, I want, as we're going, I'm going to ask a question. Just put in the answers, as they come to you. This is not a formal school where we have exam after the class. No, nothing like that. Let's just have an interactive session where we are interacting. You are chatting back to me. I'm seeing your comments, so please chat. I can see them, so let's keep them coming. But let's have that flow. Let's have a conversation like class, where you are talking back, and we're speaking to one another. So let's do this. So when you hear the word growth, because we're talking about evolve and thrive, but basically the power of personal growth. When you hear the word growth, what comes to your mind? When you hear the word growth, I'm going to go ahead, but I just want to see your answers in the comment section. When you hear the word growth, what immediately comes to your mind? We're talking about the power of personal growth, and there is power in growth, and that is why you need to have it in your mind that you need to grow, you need to evolve. There is a better version of yourself. I know you are good. I know you are doing great, but tell yourself that there is a better version of myself. There is a better version, and I'm going to have to be invested in the process of moving myself from where I am now to that better version of myself, and that is growth. So when you hear the word growth, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? So in this class, so just keep your answers coming. We're going to look at why does even personal growth matter? Why do we need to stress ourselves? I know that there may be people like me here. I don't like I do anything that will stress me. I used to say humorously that I was the queen of the comfort zone. I don't like anything that will stress me. Nothing that will stress me. If anything stress me, I refuse to be in the space where anything stress me. But for growth to happen, something must happen. And most times that process is not all bread and butter, it's not all soft life. There is work to be done. So we're going to look at why does personal growth matter, and then how we can begin to evolve into a more superior version of ourselves, and just the resources, the things that we need, for to make that process, make that to enable or to equip us on that process. Okay, I can see a few comments coming in. Oh, hi Lizzie, good evening. Hi Lizzie. Amaka says growth is to become a better version of herself. Absolutely. Tochi says growth means transforming to a better version of yourself. Okay, this boot campus, people are answering in the same way. Yes, absolutely. Lizzie says growth to me is striving to become better than you were yesterday. Absolutely, better than you were yesterday. And many times we want to grow, but the yardstick for our growth is somebody else or something else. You must kill that thing about self comparison. If you must compare yourself against the version of yesterday. You must compare yourself only with yourself, only with the version that you were yesterday, and begin to see how you can improve and do things better going forward. Awesome comments, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so growth matters. Personal growth matters. You can't go and you can't achieve the things that you want to achieve except you are growing. It's much like when you give birth to a child, or when a child is born. The child goes through all the different processes. At the point the child cannot even sit, the neck is all over the place, and then after some time the child is sitting, and after some time the child is crawling, some time the child is holding on to things, and beginning to take steps, and then after that the child is beginning to walk by themselves and all that. That is a process of growth, and that going through that process ensure that that child goes from just being helpless to at least being able to transition through the stages to doing things in a better way, in a different way, and getting better results. So for you to be able to get better results, so you are not satisfied, or that this version I am today, I'm doing well, but that there is more. There is more, and that's even my message. There are territories for you to take. Forget the ones that you have achieved. Forget the ones that are behind. Understand that there are territories for you to take. There are heights for you to attain. There are things for you to do. There are grounds for you to cover. But you need to be transformed. You need to be evolving. You need to be growing. For you to be able to do those things, to post those results, you need to be going through that process of growth. And many times when we talk about growing and achieving things, many people think that the motivation is money. How many of you desire money? Of course, that's a no-brainer. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants to live a comfortable life and all that. But many times when you begin to talk about personal growth, growing, doing better, being better, many people begin to immediately equate that with money. Equate it. Money is good. Money is wonderful. Everybody needs you. We need money to make things move. Of course, we are here, we are online, you can hear me because we use money to buy data subscription and our devices and whatever. Money is good, but when you must think bigger. You must allow your mind to grow bigger. There are other things that cannot be bought with money, that your growth will get you. Your peace, your joy, your satisfaction, your fulfillment, your self-actualization. These are things that are the benefits that you gain from growth, that is not money that will buy. So whilst money is good, yes, we want to make money. Why not? We want to make money. Cool, as in the Benjamins and all that. But you must begin to think bigger. Money is good. Money is good. I'm not disputing that. But there are things that money cannot buy, that your process of growth will bring to you. So peace, joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, self-actualization, and all that are things that you gain through growth. So growth gives you that sense of achievement, and that sense of achievement brings fulfillment. And fulfillment is one of the needs, and that's self-actualization. According to Maslow, that Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the most important of man's needs, according to Maslow, is the need for self-actualization, to feel fulfilled in yourself, not because you have money in your account, not because you have whatever, not because you have cars parked outside, not because you have houses. All those are good. But according to Maslow, the highest need of a man, of a human being, when I say man, is man and woman, please. The highest need of every human being is self-actualization, that fulfillment, that satisfaction, that comes with ensuring, that comes from your contribution, doing something tangible and something valuable, impacting your world, and that will only come through growth. So you want to get that fulfillment, that satisfaction. You must be going through the process of growth. And growth is not something that today, when you feel like it, tomorrow, when I always say that personal development, personal growth is not a touch and go thing. It's not an event. Personal growth, personal development is actually a journey. You are going through a process. It's a journey. So it's not a matter of, oh, today I attended the webinar, so I fulfilled the quota. I attended an event. No, personal development, personal growth is not an event. It's a lifestyle. Please let me write in the comment section. Personal growth is a lifestyle, is a journey, is not an event. So you need to first of all get yourself into that headspace. It's just like as a human being, we keep growing through the different stages until one day, we die and we go away from this side of eternity. It's the same thing. As long as you are here and you are alive, your personal growth is something that you must keep investing in, something that you must keep engaging. Because why not? You are the person. Personal growth person, get it? You are the person in the personal growth. So everything revolves around you. That's why I always say that you are the most important piece. There is nobody as important as you on this journey. You are the most important piece of your life. Not in my life. You are the most important piece of your life. So why do we feel like an investment in our person or in our growth, in our development is like a waste of time or a waste of resources? You are the most important piece. If you are not personally succeeding, you can't succeed at any other thing. If as a person you are not succeeding, if as a person you are not paying attention to be growing and to be becoming more valuable, because the value that you have is what you will now bring into play into the various aspects or different aspects of your life. So in parenting, you are the parent. If you are not valuable as a parent, what value are you bringing into your parenting? In marriage, you are the person involved in the marriage, whether you are a husband or you are a wife. If you are not becoming more valuable as a person, what contribution are you bringing to that marriage? In your place of work, you are an employee or you are an employer or you are a boss or whatever you are in your place of work. Because you are there, what it is when you become more valuable that you bring value into that place of work. So you are the most important piece. That is why an investment in your personal growth is sacrosanct. If you want to increase your contribution, if you want to enter into a space and immediately your value is felt, your value is needed, your value, everybody understands that you have entered into a space because you are valuable. They can see that you have something to offer into that space, but it just doesn't happen. So many times, many people see people come into a space and they offer value and they say things like, oh, you are lucky, oh, somebody is favoring you, oh, and that person, or we begin to hear all kinds of funny things. Oh, maybe the boss is having an affair with her, or maybe there's something, all kinds of funny things, because people are paying attention to their process and some other people are not. And I always say that the difference is clear. The difference, I think, is the compound effect by Darren Hardy. He said the difference between the successful people and unsuccessful people is that everybody doesn't like to do the hard things. That's how human beings are. We naturally don't want to do hard things. That is the way of the human being. Our default is that we want nice and easy. That is the default of every human being. But then there are certain people that will go against the default and do the things that are hard and necessary. The difference between a successful person and a person who is not successful is that one party is doing something that the other party is not doing. So I always say, you are reading a book. We recommended a book. Okay, read one book a month. Just one book a month. Somebody is reading that book in 12 months, and this is the compound. This is how it compounds. You are reading one book a month. In 12 months in a year, you have succeeded in reading 12 books. Some other person, they didn't read at all. They didn't read one, they didn't read two, they didn't read anything at all. In 12 months of the year, they didn't read anything. Please, let me judge this matter. Between the person that read and the person that did not read, will there be a difference or there won't be a difference? Answer me in the comment section, because there must be, the result will show. One person is doing something and the other person is not doing, and the result will show. So this is this, and it depends on the person, to extend themselves to do what needs to be done to be able to get the results that they desire. So it's wanting to desire, it's wanting to have intentions. And I say, good desires are good, your intentions are good, but they are not enough. Help me write in the comment section. I said we are doing this class together, and I don't know whether maybe because we didn't hold class last week. I came with if I'm trying to I'm struggling to suppress myself so that I'll make I will make a lot of sense this evening. I'm struggling to consider I'll make sense, this evening. There is a difference, between the person that is doing and the person that is not doing. And I say that your intentions and your desires, they are good, but they are not enough. On this journey of personal growth, you need to extend yourself. And many times it's not easy, it's hard. But one thing you can be assured of is that if you are putting in the work, my sister, my brother, you will get the results. If you are putting in the work, you will get the results. Okay, I have more comments coming in. Victor says growth literally means increase. When you have a professor in the house, it will show in the way that he even posts his comment. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for sharing. Victor says growth literally means increase. However, in the context of this class, it's a quality of one's life or improvement of one's version. In fact, Prof, that's all I wanted to see. Improvement of one's version, because we have to be improving and be growing into a better version of ourselves. Thank you so much, Victor, for sharing. Easy says personal growth is not an event, it's a lifestyle. Absolutely. Shima says huge difference. I'm sure she's referring to the difference between the person that is doing the work and the person who is not doing the work. The difference will show. It will be clear. If you are doing the work, it will show. If you are not doing the work, it will also show. Tochi says desires are good, intentions are good, but they are not enough. Absolutely. Desires are good, intentions are good, but they are not enough. To your good desires and your intentions, you must add the work. Absolutely. Another thing you need to understand, why growth, why growth matters. Why do I need to be evolving? The destination is that we want to thrive, we want to succeed, we want to find things, the good things of life. Oh, fantastic, all good. We are agreed, we are settled on that. But why do you need to be growing? Because you need to be growing, because when you can see yourself progressing, it reduces that feeling of frustration. Many times, many people are stuck. Many people are stuck, but they cannot. I had a statement somebody made. They cannot afford. They cannot even afford to get themselves unstuck. But that progress, no matter how small, and that is why we say in personal development that it's not the huge things. It's not waking up and say, oh, I want to do 10,000 steps today. Oh, you have not been doing exercise at all. You woke up and say you want to do 10,000 steps. That is not it. In personal development, in personal growth, we encourage small but consistency. We encourage you to do small but do it consistently. And what happens is that you will begin to see the progress. No matter how small, when you are doing something and you are doing it consistently, it begins to compound, and then you begin to have that feeling of satisfaction. You can see that your efforts are yielding a result. No matter how small, you can see some progress. And so it reduces that frustration, that feeling of being stuck, and that feeling that you are stuck in one place, in one position and all that. So you'll be making progress. That is why you need to grow. When you are growing, you can see your progress. You can see your progress, and seeing your progress, it motivates you to do more. It gingers you to do more, and that is why you must keep growing. That is why growth matters. Growth matters. And also, when you are growing, you have this sense of peace. You have this sense of calm. You have this sense of alignment, because you can see that you said that I will do this thing, and then you are doing it. Oh, I want to start taking my exercise regimen more seriously. Okay, I'm starting. Let me do 1,000 steps today, and you do your 1,000 steps. that feeling that you have met your target for the day, it helps you, you feel joy, you feel peace, you feel settled, and then you are able to extend yourself, to do more. That is why we encourage small improvement, but make sure that you are growing, and that is why it matters. The growth matters because you are able to achieve things, you are able to you will not be stuck, you will see your progress, and then you will have that inner peace, you have that inner joy, you have that sense of calm, and sense of and also alignment. And so the next thing we're going to talk about is how do we now begin to move. We have settled, we have settled it, that what the journey that we are on is a journey towards satisfaction, fulfillment, having that self actualization. Those are the key things, and those are things that you cannot buy with money, but they are the results that you get, from investing in your personal growth and your development. Remember, we're talking about evolving, growing, changing, transforming as a necessary requirement to thriving. We want to thrive, we want to succeed, we want to have good results, but you must be growing, you must be evolving. And this will not come from just staying in one place. Comfort zone. I think that every time I talk, somehow I must somehow go and touch on the comfort zone thing, because a lot of us are settled. We settle. I think I heard my friend and coach, talked about settling even in success. We settle because you have been there, you have done that. But I'm telling you that there is more that you can do. There is more that you can achieve. There are more territories for you to take, more grounds, for you to cover. So don't settle. Fulfillment cannot come from staying comfortable. But the human nature, as we've already established, wants us to stay. We are comfortable. You already know everything. It was Apostle Selman that says that champions, when they conquer a particular realm, they see it immediately as preparation for the next realm. So you have conquered that realm. You are an astute professor or whatever. You are a well-renowned doctor or whatever. You are, you have whatever, in whatever field you are in. But you must understand that when you have gotten to a level where you are now comfortable, you have everything, you must understand that there's another realm and begin to prepare. And that fulfillment cannot come when you are in your comfort zone. Fulfillment cannot come when you are staying in the comfort, in the comfortable. For self-satisfaction cannot come when you have settled. No, you must begin to step outside of your comfort zone. Do things that you have do things. It's only when you are able to do things that you have never done before that you will see the results that you have never gotten before. I know that the natural man wants to, don't rock the boat. Everything is working. Why do you want to start? Why do you want to? Everything is working. I'll share my personal story. I always say that anybody that comes in contact with me, whether personally or professionally, could not have said that I was not performing, or I was not doing very well, whether it's personally or professionally, you know. But I knew deep down inside of me that there had to be more. And I had this conversation so many times with my husband. I say, is this all? I wake up in the morning, prepare children for school. I go to work, I come back, we go to church, or if there is church that day, we come back. That's all. I knew that there had to be more. Of course, at work, I was doing my work. I was doing what needed to be done at work. In my family life, I was doing what needed to be done. Everything seemed okay. But I knew that I was in the, like, how I wrote a book, Don't Get Stuck. And in that book, I was describing the comfort zone. And I was like, how on a very cold day, how you will enter inside a very warm blanket and stay inside and just have like Netflix and be chilling. Then imagine that is your life every day. It's just like you are chilling, you are at utmost rest. You are at rest. Nothing challenging, nothing to do, nothing, no, you are not doing anything. You know yourself that you are not growing, you are not doing anything different to give you better or different results. comfort zone, my friend says, is the burial place for kings. And fulfillment cannot come in the comfort zone. And the worst of it is when you are in the comfort zone and you do not even understand or realize that that is what is happening. You need to tap yourself like this and wake up. There is work to be done. It's not that you are looking for work, but you understand that you are on this earth for an assignment, and you will leave a mark on this world. So what mark are you leaving? The whole thing about personal growth, personal development, is to increase your contribution. Increase your contribution anywhere that you are. If you were giving 10% contribution, how can you begin to increase your contribution to 20? And for you to increase your contribution, you must turn your searchlight to yourself. You must make yourself more valuable. You must invest in yourself, make yourself a better person to be able to now increase your value, increase your worth, increase your impact in everywhere that you are. And that cannot come from sitting down and chilling in what is the comfort zone. It cannot come from chilling in the comfort zone. Hi, Onyinye, I see you. And you say yes, ma. That means she's agreeing to everything. Thank you, Onyinye. Thank you so much, my masterpiece woman, for being here. Hi, Tochi says fulfillment does not come from the comfort zone. Absolutely, Tochi. Fulfillment cannot come from the comfort zone. But you know what? Nobody will tell you this. You will wake up by yourself, you will smell the coffee, and then you will tell yourself that there's work to be done, and then you get about doing. And that is why you must invest in your growth. That is why you must invest in your growth. That is why you must not see, many people see an investment in themselves, in their personal growth. You cannot buy a book. The first time I heard my coach and my friend say she bought a book, 50K for one book, all my head scatter. As in, one person went and used 50,000 naira to buy a book. But you must not start at 50,000. You can even buy second-hand ones. You must not start at that, but you must be making an investment in yourself, in your mental transformation, in your physical growth, in your spirit, in your relationships, in your physical health, and all that. In fact, in the Be More Accountability Bootcamp, that is what the boot camp is all about. We ensure that every participant that passes through the boot camp, meanwhile, the boot camp is a 12-week program. It's a 12-week system that has a structure and the support to help you on your personal growth journey. So in that system, we're able to take the participants through a structured 12-week time in the bootcamp, where they go through different activities. Everything is well thought out and well planned, with one goal in mind: to make the participants a better version of themselves, to make them more valuable, to help them, to equip them for on their personal growth journey, so that they are able to post better results. Of course, you know that I've said it in this class that personal development is not an event. So it's not that after 12 weeks, oh, you are all certified for personal growth for the rest of your life. No, it's not that. But you have that 12-week where you have a curriculum, you have a plan. All you need to do is to submit yourself to that accountability system. Then you are able to go through, and you will catch yourself growing. We've had testimonials, just 1 week, just 2 weeks. People are going through a transformation, are doing things that they have never done before, are getting to know things about themselves that they have never known before. I encourage you to join the next cohort of the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. Of course, this year, this is the last cohort. It's already ongoing, and we're not admitting into the current cohort. But in January, the 2025 cohort 1 kicks off on January the 6th. The information is scrolling on the screen. You can, take advantage, book your slot, just 5,000 to book your slot, and then, you make the whole payment, to get into that program. And I want to encourage you, don't look at an investment in your personal growth as a waste of time or resources or all that, or no. Ensure that you are investing in yourself, because you are the most important piece. This afternoon, I was with my son, and I went into he told me we were going from his school to into my office, and he told me, "Oh, mommy, did you bring my book? did you bring my book? And I said, oh, I forgot. I didn't pack his book, because when he sits down, he knows that he will be reading. He loves to read. He's been taught to read, so he likes to do it. So I said, mommy, did you pick my book? And I said, no, I didn't pick your book. Oh, I was just thinking fast, because okay, I didn't take his book. So what do I do? And I saw a place. I just turned and entered the place. I said, let's go and buy you a book, so that when you get to my office, you you will be engaged. You will not sit doing nothing. So we entered into the shop, and then of course, as I got one for him, I got one for myself. We entered into that shop, me and him. We didn't buy biscuits, we didn't buy anything. We bought two books, one for him, one for myself, and we walked out of the shop. Very intentional, very very demure. Just on a light, just on a lighter note. But what I'm saying is that you need to normalize investing in your personal growth. You need to normalize it. Many people spend a lot of money on many things, but the minute you now begin to tell them, oh, do this for yourself, it now becomes an issue. But you must get to that point where you are seeing an investment in yourself, in your personal growth, as part of the things that you need to do for yourself. So get into the boot camp. You will be glad that you did. So registration is now open for 2025 cohort 1. Please get into the boot camp. It will do you a lot of good. Okay, so why do we need to evolve? Why do we need to grow? One of the things that you cover more ground, you cover ground when you grow. And understand this: continuous improvement, continuous growth, what you are doing is that it's compounding over time. That's why I say that in personal, we're not talking about just go and do the big thing, just go and do one big goal. No, many times when people set goals that are so big, they set themselves up not to do them at all, not to do them at all. So you have to make sure that you resist the temptation to go and say, oh, today we heard Coach Tracy say, yeah, so we are now going to go and take our personal growth and do this. No, start small. Small steps is over time that will lead to those major breakthroughs. I think it was John Maxwell that I heard this analogy that he made, that you have a big tree at the back of your yard, and every day you carry your axe, you just hit that tree 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go back, and that's all for that day. The next day you keep hitting that tree. You keep hitting that tree 5 times every day, because of your consistent, because of your small but consistent steps. That tree we must fall down, no matter how big the tree is, because you are doing it consistently. Even though you are doing small, but because you are consistent at it, one day the tree must fall. And so that's what we encourage: do small, but do it every day. Do small, but make sure that you are maintaining a consistency. That is what that will bring that major breakthrough in this month in the boot camp. Every month in the boot camp we read one book a month. So for the people that have been in the boot camp, this is the third cohort that we are holding this year. People that have been in the boot camp from cohort 1, 2024 cohort 1, 2024 cohort 2, 2024 cohort 3. People that have been in the boot camp for the 3 consecutive cohorts this year will be reading 9 books. 9 books. Is that not mind blowing? So this month in the boot camp, we are reading Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and the book is like mind blowing. Talks all about the power of compounding small efforts, and it just goes ahead to to tell us, to reinforce what we already know, that the power is in doing it small, but making sure that you are consistent. So when you are able to do it that small but consistently, you are able to have the growth that you are, so that you are able to handle whatever challenges come your way. You're able to handle it gracefully. And one thing I like to say is this: that in personal development, everything affects everything. In personal development, everything affects everything. Let me write in the comment section and I will explain in a little bit. Everything affects everything. When you start with one discipline, you will find out that it begins to affect every other discipline, because everything is about you. Remember, you are the most important piece. You are like the centerpiece. I always like to give this analogy that, like, imagine that you entered into this very beautiful, well decorated hall. These event planners have finished work on that hall. It's so beautiful, everything so beautiful, the lights sparkling, all the decorations on point. And then they now made an effort. There's a table right in the middle of that beautifully decorated hall. And on that table, the most beautiful tablecloth ever. And right in the middle of that table, there is a vase, flower vase. The flower vase is made of exquisite, sparkly glass, sparkly shining. And then it has the most beautiful flowers that you could ever imagine right in the middle, right inside the vase. And that is you, right in the middle, the most, like the centerpiece of your life. Like you are the don't look down on yourself. You are exquisite, you are beautiful, you are full of potential. God took time in making you, and you have what to offer. You have what to offer your world. So inside that beautiful hall that you are, you add glam, and you add glam and flavor to your world. But then you must be able to extend yourself so that the world around you can feel your impact. When you are growing, then you are able to equip yourself for your environment, to impact your environment. And that is very, very key. Make sure that in whatever you are doing, understand that you are very, very important. Whether it's in any aspect of your life, in your place of work, consider yourself as a very important and key part of that place. But then don't just say it with mouth and leave it on. You must equip yourself so that you are able to contribute. If you don't hear anything I say in this whole class, please understand that you have an obligation to contribute to your world. But that contribution will not just come because you prayed for it, or you wish for it, or somebody laid hands on you, or whatever. The contribution will not come because of all that. The contribution will come because you are investing in yourself. You are making yourself more valuable, and then you begin to contribute that value into the spaces that you operate. You must understand that growth is not optional. Let me write in the comment section. Growth is not optional. It's not whether I like it or I know I don't like it. If you know that you are here to make a contribution, only if you just want to leave and go, and then that's all. They'll just go bury the person, not you. They just bury the person, and then that will be it. But if you are here to make a mark on your world, if you are here to offer value and contribution to your world, then you must tell yourself that growth is not optional. Please let me write it in the comment section. Growth is not optional. You must be growing. Growth is not optional. You must be growing. In the boot camp, the growth that the way the boot camp is structured is that every aspect, there are 5 pillars that we invest time and energy to deliberately and intentionally grow. Your spiritual growth, your mental transformation, your physical growth, your relationships, and then your work, your hobbies, your wealth, all that come under one pillar. And all these pillars, we are intentionally investing in making sure that on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and throughout the 12 weeks at boot camp, that the participants they go through that process of growth in every aspect of their life, because growth is not optional. Growth is not optional. Growth is not optional. Yes, guys, I see your comment in the comment section. Hi, Grace. Yes, growth is not optional. Grace says growth is not optional. Thank you for being here. Amaka says growth is not optional. Tochi says growth is not optional. Absolutely, guys. Growth is not optional. You must invest in yourself and make sure that you are growing. Because when you are not growing and you are stagnant, what's the opposite of growth? You are stagnant, or you are stunted. You are stagnant or stunted. What happens? That you are frustrated, you are stressed, and then it affects everything. It affects your total well-being. It affects every aspect of your life. But when you are growing, no matter how small, you begin to you feel happy. You feel a sense of accomplishment and joy at the progress you are making. But when you are not growing, the opposite of growth is stagnation or being stunted. That one leads to frustration. It leads to stress. When you are growing, you are able to discover things about you that you never knew that you could do, and then you are able to unlock new opportunities. I never thought I never knew I had it in me to write a book. I never, I never knew. When I had the leading to write the book, I was like, eh? Like how? How will I start? What will I do? Where will I go? But ladies and gentlemen, the book is a reality. It has been for the past couple of months. When you are growing, you begin to unlock, you begin to discover in yourself. I say in the boot camp, I think it was in cohort 2, one of the boot campers told me after one of the exercises we did, she said, Coach, I never knew this thing about myself. They were going through doing an exercise where they had to, of course, in the boot camp, they think a lot. The whole approach we use in the advanced lounge is three-pronged. You think, you plan, and you act. In the boot camp, you have to think, you have to plan, and you have to act. She was telling me that I never knew. I think we're having one of our one-on-one sessions. She said, I never knew this thing about myself. There are many things that you don't know about yourself. Many things that you don't know about yourself. You need to keep learning. In fact, self-awareness is very key on your journey of personal growth. And so when you give yourself to growth, it helps you to discover the things, your strengths, and then you are able to, through your strength that you are discovering, you're able to unlock opportunities around you, things that you never knew you were capable of. You begin to see those opportunities, but because you have now invested in yourself, you have positioned yourself that you are able to take advantage. You're able to take advantage of opportunities around you. You never knew that they were. You never knew. You never saw them. But now, because you have invested in yourself, all of a sudden you can see them all around you. But what do you need to do? You need to grow. Without growth, life will continue to feel like a struggle. It continues to feel like, see, you are moving against the tide. So you need to be growing. You need to invest in yourself. You need to make sure that you are growing, and growing in different aspects of your life. And remember, when you start in one, I assure you, to affect every other one. I used to what I become. We'll be talking about discipline lapses in this week in the general advanced launch community. And it used to happen to me a lot. Once I even start to get indisciplined with my food, my diet, I won't be able to pray. I won't be able to do exercise, because discipline is the person. When you are investing in yourself, is you. Now remember, you are the one that is operating in your spiritual life. You are the one operating your physical life, and your mental. So once you begin to invest in yourself, you begin to find how you are going to find yourself showing up better in different aspects of your life. But when you are not growing, everything will feel like a hassle. Everything that will feel like a struggle. So you must learn to embrace your growth. Growth is a worthwhile investment. It's not a luxury. It's not something that you can afford to do without. Or you know what a luxury is now. I can afford to buy a luxury handbag. I can decide to buy, or can decide not to buy. Is a luxury. If I don't have a handbag, it doesn't affect anything. I can go where I am. That's a luxury. But if I want, I can go and use money and buy the handbag. That's a luxury. Don't treat your personal growth like a luxury. It's not something that is either or. It's not either or. It's an essential investment in yourself. So take avenues. I congratulate you for being here. This is an avenue where you are hearing things that will help you on your journey. But do more. Do more. Extend yourself some more. But make sure that you are investing in yourself to read. Before, I didn't used to read nada. I used to tell myself I don't have time. Hmm. That's one of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves: I don't have time. You have to. In fact, even I was listening to Jim Rohn when he said you have the time for the things that are important to you. Let me write in the comment section. I have the time for my growth because I'm important. Create the time. You have the time for the things that are important to you. You are the one that decides what is important and what's not important. I used to say that I don't have time. Then I will use 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. I will watch Netflix. Then I would say that I don't have time. I would not read anything. When I decided by myself, I say no more. Now, one of my core values as a person is learning, lifelong learning. And I've decided that every day I must learn something new. It doesn't matter. If I turn the camera, you look at my table here now. I don't know how many books I have on my table. They are within reach. And if I go and say now I still buy it, I will read them. Don't worry about it. I have time. Miles Monroe said he used to read one book a week. A human being with head, the same head like me and you. He used to read one book a week, and that is 4 books in a month. Please, 4 books. How many books is he reading? That's about 48 books the man used to read in 1 year. He was writing books like there's no tomorrow. Miles Monroe stands to talk to you. You have to listen. His investment in himself. He's talking. You have to listen to him because the man has invested in himself. So this is not a luxury, and it's not going to fall on you. You have to get up and do the work. There is work to be done, and you need to get up and do the work. Understand that at every stage in our life, we must be growing. You must be growing, whether it's in your relationships, in your career, in your personal life, in your spirituality, in your mental, every part of your life, you must be growing. If you are not growing, the opposite of not growing, the opposite of growing is being stunted or being stagnated. So you get to decide. And the beauty about everything is that the power of choice is in your hands. The power of choice is in your hands. If you decide now and do nothing, and I say this all the time, people heard about the boot camp 9 months ago, they didn't join. 6 months ago, they didn't join. 3 months ago, they didn't join. Some other people heard about it 9 months ago, they joined immediately. In fact, the very first day we spoke about the boot camp, immediately somebody was in my DM. She paid immediately and she got in. Immediately and she got in. And somebody else heard and didn't do anything about it. The difference will be in the results that both people post. So you must make sure that you are telling yourself that this is not an option for me. If you want to live a life that is going to make a mark on your world, that is going to bring value and contribution to the species that you operate, you must invest in your personal growth. You must be investing, and at every stage in your life, you must not settle. You must not settle. I told myself 1 book a month. I've outgrown 1 book a month. I understand that. I tell the boot campers to read 1 book a month. That's fine. That's for them. For me, I don't read 1 book a month anymore. It must be an upwards of 2. It must be an upwards of 2 a month. And that is what I've told myself. And I have time. And I will read it. So you must make sure nothing is going to fall on you. You must make sure that you are extending yourself to do the things that you need to do to be able to get the results that you want to get. Or at every point in time, tell yourself a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the one that focuses on progress, not perfection. Many of us get hung up on you want okay, I will start tomorrow. Today the weather is looking somehow. I will start to I made a post. I made a post the other day about it. I decided to go out to take a walk to get my 10,000 steps, which is my own personal physical health goal. I do 10,000 steps. As I was walking, I was at 5,000. Rain. I told myself, "Are you salt? Walk in this rain." My brothers and my sisters, I came back with my 11,000 steps. But many of us will get hung up on perfection. We get hung up on things must be in a particular way. No, every day, just keep moving. Will it always be perfect? No. Will you move? Yes. Some days I'm able to, I sit down to read and I read 40 pages in a book. Some days I read one. But I told myself that, yes, Tracy, you read one. Tomorrow you will do better. And then we move. And then don't get hung up on when things don't go the way that you wanted them to go. Make sure that you are just learning, you are making progress, and you are moving. You are moving and you are moving and you're moving. And in the advanced lounge, we have the resources, we have the tools in the communities. If you're not part of the community, please get into the community. You need to invite your family, your friends, your neighbors, everybody into the community. Why is it important? Because you are only as strong as the people around you. You are as strong as the weakest point, the weakest point in the people around you. So make sure that people around you are learning what you are learning as well. Make sure that they are learning what you are learning, so that when people come together, you are talking. You people are talking at a particular level. So I want you to invite people. If you're already in the advanced launch community, invite people, invite your family, your friends to join. Let's learn together. Let's grow. When we are able to develop ourselves, our communities will be better for it. our families, our homes, our nation, our world will be better for it. So I want you to take this as a personal assignment, that you are going to ensure that you are investing in yourself. Not only that, you are also dragging the people around you to make an investment in their personal growth and development. Please get into the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. As I mentioned before, registration is ongoing, and let's do this. Let's start 2025. It's already around the corner. 2025 is already here. Start making an investment. We are going to take installment payment, but of course you have to make sure that between now and January 6th, everything is paid before the induction date. Thank you so much for being here. I didn't realize that time was already very, very fast spent. We have been talking about how to evolve and thrive, basically the power of personal growth. I thank you so much for being here. I see some comments. Okay, yes, thank you, Grace. Grace says, I have time for the things that are important in my life. Tochiku says, I have time for my growth because it's important to me. Amaka says, I saw in someone's status. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Amaka, maybe you want to elaborate a little bit. Okay, so we've been talking about evolving, how we can evolve and thrive, and the power of personal growth. But understand, number one, that the power is in your hands. You decide. You get to decide. You get to choose what to do, whether you want to do it or not. But also know that growth is not a luxury. It's not a choice. It's not an either or. It's not something that you can afford to do or not to do. No, it's actually an essential for your journey, if you plan, or if you desire to make a valuable contribution in your world. Thank you so much for being here. 1 hour came and flew right past, and I'm so glad that you are here all through to the end. I know that this has been an impactful time for you. I've had the best of times, sharing with you guys this evening. Thank you so much for being an awesome class. Thank you so much for giving me the energy in the room. I felt it, and it made the session even the more enjoyable. Thank you so much for being here. This weekly live webinars from the Advanced Lounge community. We're a community of people who are just learning and growing and becoming more valuable. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge, and I'm a personal success coach. My job is to show you the possibility that exists for you, and indeed the possibilities that are boundless, they are limitless, and to show you how to move from where you are now to where you want to be. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the Advanced Lounge community. I look forward to you bringing in your friends, your family, everyone. I look forward to you registering to get into the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. And I will see you next week, Thursday at 8 p.m. sharp, when we bring you the next edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. Thank you so much for being here, and keep investing in yourself and keep being more. I'm rooting for you. Have a good night. Bye now.